Well, my friends, I am super excited to tell you that today is a special day. I am celebrating 1 full week of successfully initiating my day no later than 4:30 a.m. And it has been incredible. I, I I've gotten more done in this past week than I have in the past couple months. And that's saying a lot because, well, I've done a lot in the past several months. A lot of great things. But what I've added in this past 7 days is 14 extra hours of my most creative and productive energy. Just 14 extra hours. 2 hours every morning minimum of extra creativity. Living directly inside of my zone of genius. Choosing to intentionally only do those things during those first few hours of the morning that are the most life-giving to me. And quite frankly, what I love about that is the things that are most life-giving to me, both directly and indirectly, are positively impacting and the lives of others and are life-giving to them. The content that I've created is like off the charts, at least some of it that I've been more intentional about. I've created vlog episodes about how to gain leverage to do things like getting up at 4:30 in the morning. Do you know how hard it's been to initiate this? Do you know how difficult it has been to get out of bed every morning when I had gotten used to sleeping in? It hasn't been hard at all. It hasn't been difficult at all. Literally, there have been literally. Why do people have such a hard time with literally? But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I don't want to get on a side tangent here. The reality is that most mornings, I don't even need the alarm. I set my alarm, silent alarm on my watch for 4:30 a.m. And I find myself at like 2 o'clock in the morning waking up, looking at my watch. It's like, nope, it's only 2 o'clock. I can go back to sleep. And then it's like, nope, 3:30. I can go back to sleep. And then I look at my watch. It's like I'm waking up. I'm like eager to start the day. It's like, okay, it's 4:26. I'm gonna go ahead and start. It's like, let's do this thing. I'm excited. What's even better is I love the fact that I'm going to bed earlier at night. My wife says, gosh, you are an old man. There are times when it's like 8 o'clock in the evening and I'm like heading to bed. And I would only do that if there wasn't other plans or anything like that. If I know we're going to do something in the evening that's going to keep me from going to bed prior to 10 p.m., then, I can take a nap in the middle of the afternoon and make it to where it's not going to be an issue for me at all. But the reality is most of the time, my evenings have been filled with very unproductive things that, quite frankly, aren't, they're just not the best uses of my time. And so I found myself just actually cutting out some of my most unproductive hours, not losing any sleep, getting still a minimum of 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep every single night this week, and most nights getting at least 8 hours total. And on the nights when it's like 6 o'clock or 6 hours of sleep, I found myself taking a nap in the afternoon and, I'm getting those extra hours in. So it's been 1 full week, 14 extra hours, and directly I've been creating content that is impacting and influencing people's lives. Now, it's not that I've been publishing vlog content every single day, although I think I only missed one day this week. It's not my goal. I'm still not committed to publishing a vlog episode every single day. But I have been doing creative things. Now, indirectly, what about the days that I'm not publishing a vlog episode or I'm not working on audio podcast episodes and stuff like that? Well, I'm still indirectly positively impacting people's lives by these 14 hours because, well, these 14 hours are giving me so much more energy and confidence in knowing that the things that I'm working on are life-giving to me, which makes me overall just experience a greater sense of self-confidence. It gives me that feeling of satisfaction, of joy, of margin and lightness. I am completely caught up. I've hit email inbox every single day for the last several days. I've got caught up on major projects. Now, I am currently working on a project, the marketing campaign for the Next Level Mastermind. I'm working on that through the entire month of November with a professional copywriter. And that is more intensive than I thought it would be. And so there are some of you who are waiting to get access to that free first video from the Free the Dream product, my opening keynote from Free the Dream 2018. Every one of you who have reached out to me via email, you are on a list to be notified as soon as that's available. Quite frankly, there's enough margin in my life for me to be able to pull that off today. But this afternoon, I have a call scheduled with a member, a current member of the Next Level Mastermind. She's looking for some one-on-one with me. She needs some insight and some encouragement and motivation and related to a product launch that she's working on. So I've offered to give her a 30-minute call today, one-on-one. I also have a 4 p.m. interview with somebody who I'm supposed to be interviewing for the Cliff Ravenscraft show. That'll come out in several weeks from now. I'm really excited about my conversation with her. And Stephanie and Matthew want to talk to me about some decisions that they need to make regarding a business that they're working on together. You know what? I think next week, this Friday, you guys will be hearing a little bit about that in the podcast if you follow the podcast, the Cliff Ravenscraft Show, in your favorite podcast app, by the way. Anyway, Stephanie and Matthew are thinking about launching an Amazon business together, and they'd like to meet with me today. And you know what? I could force myself to do today what I meant to do last Thursday and Friday, but I didn't do last Thursday and Friday because last Thursday, my car broke down, which pushed my day back, and I just what? I could force myself to make things fit, but things are not going to lose value if it gets pushed back a little bit. And the one thing that I do know is this. Let me share with you real quickly. I'm going to give you a little insight into what's going on in my life. I hope you don't mind the handheld thing because this could be a little shaky. But let me just see here. I can zoom out. My current personal priorities right now. I want to wake up at 6 a.m. every day, 7 days a week. Now, I haven't committed to this for a specific season of life or for the rest of my life yet or anything like that. But for right now, just until I decide otherwise, I am committed to waking up every morning at 6 a.m. Why does that say 6 a.m.? That is ridiculous. That actually, oh my gosh, there's no way I'm going to be able to pull this off. One-handed? No. Yeah, you know what? Just it's 4:30 a.m. Working out every day, 6 days a week anyway, and then staying within my calorie budget. I've got to admit to you, this one I've kind of dropped the ball on over the last couple weeks. My weight hasn't gone up too much or anything like that. I'm still in the low 190s, but I was in the 180s, and as a result of kind of letting this go a little slack, I've jumped back into the low 190s, and I don't like that. So I'm getting more serious about these three things being, this I've always been serious about. This is what I've been focused on mostly for this past week, successfully. And now I'm getting ready to attack this one. It's like, let's get this taken care of, Cliff. Why the extra snacking? Okay, I got it. All right. Then I have Market the Next Level Mastermind, I have Market Free the Dream, and I have Market the Next Level Workshop. Now, there are no live sessions for the Next Level Workshop currently on my calendar. That's intentional. There's no easy way for you to navigate to the Next Level Workshop sales page right now, unless you remember that it's nextlevelworkshop.live. But if you go to cliffravenscraft.com, it will be very difficult for you to just click a link to get to this sales page. And that's because, there's none on my schedule. But I am thinking about turning this into an online course before I launch another live version of it. And I will likely, not guaranteed, but I will likely host more Next Level workshops here in the studio where you can come and I will teach you it live. But first, I want to create an online version of it. But before I even get to creating an online version of the Next Level Workshop for building an online business, I want to market the Free the Dream product, the actual online product that you can go through and radically start transforming your life, which also will lead to and be a marketing funnel into the Free the Dream live event. So when I say market free the dream, it's actually marketing first of all, the free session that many of you are waiting on. I need to get that created and everything. I need to set it up so that it markets you into the online product. My feeling is that if you get the free video, you will instantly know that that video alone is more than $500 in value. Just if you just follow through with what I talk about in that first video that I'm giving you for free, everyone who does it will say, wow, that was worth $500 alone. And to know that there are 5 other videos in the series that Cliff taught, heck yeah, I'll pay for $500 to get the access to the online product. That's what I'm assuming. And then, of course, anybody who goes through the online product, it's like, how could I not go to the Free the Dream live event and be a part of a family and a community of people who are living these principles out? Yes. So I'm excited about marketing Free the Dream. But before I do that, I'm marketing the Next Level Mastermind. And the Next Level Mastermind, filling up the remaining spots in the Next Level Mastermind. You see, I started the Next Level Mastermind a year ago. And at one point I had 18 members, and that's allowed me to successfully be able to do everything else that I do in my business. I was able to create Free the Dream, have 87 people come to Free the Dream for the very first event, and break even, and everything's fine. I didn't make any money, any profit from Free the Dream 2018. And it was not a big deal because I had 18 people for most of this past year. Now, as with any online program, you have some people that drop out over time. And I did have a few people that had dropped while I was marketing Free the Dream. And so the income had dropped, with each person that dropped out, that's $1,000 of monthly income that dropped down. So right now I'm in the midst of marketing the Next Level Mastermind. Now, the good news is that I'm back up to 18 members, but I have 6 more spots. And those 6 spots need to get filled so that I can actually start working on other things. So I made a note here. Market the Next Level Mastermind, if done well, will give me the financial resources to hire people to help me be more effective in marketing Free the Dream. You see, the thing is I'm great at, hold on, let's see here. Do you guys get these robocalls from people all the time? I hate robocalls. Anyway, I'm great at communicating in audio and video. I can, as far as sales, I can be very convincing about the value of something and communicating how, let's say, one of these products or services can change your life, and why I would love for you to sign up today. I can do all of that in video easily. I can do all of that in audio easily. And quite frankly, I could do it with the written word, but I don't like to. I'd much rather go to the dentist and have him pull a tooth. I mean, seriously, I hate to sit down and write. I'm great at it. No, I'm very good at it, but I'm not great. It's not my zone of genius, and there are a million other things I'd rather do. So I'd like to hire somebody who can take my passion and zeal for my products and services, and I'd like to work with them professionally to help me market these other things. And so that's my first priority, is to get this up and running. That's why I'm working with a professional copywriter right now to help me on a marketing campaign, an official process of marketing, an official funnel for, anyway, you get the idea. And then I've got some things that are on my mind. Right now, the Cliff Ravenscraft Show, the content for the podcast, I consider it to be substandard. This is just on my mind right now. There are 2 episodes that I've already recorded with my friend Peter and my friend Tom. It's not that the conversations are substandard, it's just that this is not the content I feel that I should be putting into the Cliff Ravenscraft Show. It's like, I'm not an interview format podcast, and I need to kind of figure that out. But I've already got some recorded conversations here, and my question is what am I going to do to turn that into the kind of content that meets the standards of what I want to do with the Cliff Ravenscraft Show? And so I'm thinking about, the fact that I may take, edit and do a little bit more of creative narrative storytelling. I don't know. I've got to figure that out. And then I've got an interview scheduled today with a friend of mine and another interview in 2 weeks from now. And the question is how can I change my approach to those interviews? And And I've recently done that with this last week's episode of the Cliff Ravenscraft Show, which was, who was that? It was Ron Gibson. So we talked about, we had more of a conversation versus an interview. And then I did an interview with my friend Jake, which will come out this Friday. What is that going to be? Well, today's the 6th, so 7, 8, the 9th. On Friday the 9th of November 2018. And I think that one, gosh, the one with Ron, I think, maintained conversational status, but he wasn't prepared to be the co-host of an episode. He was expecting to be interviewed. So it was the last minute that we decided that. With Jake, we had some conversation and I fell back into interview format. I'm working on this. This is a big deal for me. It's one of the things that's on my mind. But things are going well. I am back. I am finally to the place where I have as much margin now as I did a few weeks before I went to the Free the Dream conference, and we had the Free the Dream conference. And it feels good to finally be caught back up. Yes, those are my priorities. And yes, I thought that I was going to be at this stage right now. I thought that here in November, I would be aggressively creating this marketing for the Free the Dream product, that you guys would have that free access to the first video and all of that stuff. But the thing is an opportunity came up for me to work with a friend of mine on professional copywriting and a marketing campaign to get these remaining seats in the Next Level Mastermind filled up. And the thing is I got to tell you, friends, if you haven't signed up for the Next Level Mastermind, if you are a full-time self-employed person or on the journey of full-time self-employment, don't delay, because I will tell you, there's no doubt in my mind that if you are already selling products and services and you are looking to either take that to the next level, if you're struggling with, well, you know what, just keep watching the videos. That's all that needs. You know, this is just a personal vlog update. I'm not here to market anything except for to just say this is what's going on. 1 full week of getting up at 4:30 in the morning, and yeah, things are good. So that's it. Until next time, I encourage you to take everything you do to the next level. I'll be back soon.